Hello, everyone. My name is Joe the Preacher, and I'm going to explain laziness and why it's a sin. So let's get into it. So, as you guys know the drill by now, we need a definition for every sin we discuss. And the definition for laziness is the quality of being unwilling to work or use energy or idleness. I don't really think I need to tell you guys the definition of laziness because we all know what it is and we've all experienced it before. Like we've all experienced some type of laziness or idleness or procrastination. But I just want to give y'all a definition so y'all truly know what it truly is. And there are biblical warnings about laziness in the Bible, but it usually goes along with diligence, such as in Proverbs chapter 13, verse 4, where Solomon says, "The soul of a lazy man desires and has nothing. The soul of the diligent shall be made rich." In Ecclesiastes, Solomon says, "Idleness leads to a weak house." So laziness is not just about being physically inactive, like not wanting to do anything. It is also about avoiding responsibility and avoiding the tasks that you need to do throughout the day, the tasks that God has given you. Laziness can lead to unfulfilled desires, spiritual stagnation, and God does not want that. He wants us to be diligent and be productive in everything we do. It's okay to be a little lazy sometimes. Like sometimes we need that break where we just need to relax and put some things off that may not be as important, but make sure you don't make that a regular occurrence. Make sure that you're on top of your stuff that you need to do because you don't want to get behind and you don't want to unfulfill your desires. So I have two examples for y'all. One example is of laziness. One example is of diligence. In Jesus' parable of the talents, a servant buried his talent instead of using it, and his master rebuked him for his laziness. Then there's this verse in Nehemiah where people built the wall to protect them against outside people, and they built and the entire wall was joined together onto Habitat, for the people had a mind to work. Basically, they worked with enthusiasm. So what are the ways to overcome laziness? Well, we can just build discipline. First and foremost, we can create a daily routine. I know I do this. There's a certain hour where I go to the gym, certain hour where I work on stuff, and there's a certain hour where I do Bible study. And if I don't get to those things within the hour, I immediately do it. You can of course seek God's strength. Like there's gonna be days where we just don't feel like doing anything, and there's gonna be days where we just, are checked out, but that's when we pray and ask God to give us strength so we can get done what we need to do. We can set small goals, like we can break down these large goals into smaller chunks so when we accomplish those smaller goals, we can feel better about ourselves and keep moving to the next goal and the next goal, eventually finishing the bigger goal just to keep us motivated. Remember to do everything for God. I remember there's times where I don't feel like Bible study or don't feel like going to church. I remember it's for God. I don't let my laziness and let my procrastination take over that. So I remember I'm doing it for Him, not for nobody else. Also, try to avoid excuses. If you have ample time to do something that you know you need to do, you need to do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's what creates discipline, and that's what strengthens you as a person, not just as a Christian, just as a person. So I'm gonna leave you guys off with this last verse. In all labor there is profit, but idle chatter leads only to poverty. And that is found in Proverbs chapter 14, verse 23. So basically, y'all need to walk the walk and not talk the talk. Y'all need to do what y'all need to do. And like Nike say, just do it. Just, get it done, get what you need to do accomplished. And I promise you'll feel a lot better because there's nothing more greater than accomplishing something you've been wanting to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I hope you guys learn more about how to overcome laziness. And I'm really glad that we could get this series done. We have all 7 deadly sins done. So yeah, now I'm gonna break off my videos into more broader topics and really just explore some topics that I found interesting about Christianity. So until then, I'll see you guys then. Make sure you leave a like on the video, and until all are one, God bless. Peace.